On the couch today is Nadia Jaftha. From viral videos to vlogs, Nadia has captivated the hearts of millions with her creativity, but most importantly, her authenticity. But behind the glitz and the glamour lies a story of strength, vulnerability, and her struggle with anxiety. Nadia, thank you so much. It's so lovely to have you on the show.
Crying now already.
Why would you be crying?
No, it was just listening to all of that, it just puts things into perspective because I never really think of myself in that way. So like to hear you say it, it's like, okay,
that is a beautiful present moment that you're experiencing, and I see that it's making you emotional.
Yeah.
So you were telling me before we started that that today's been a hard day for you in terms of anxiety.
I think in this industry, when you're not really someone that's kind of, I think, naturally built for that kind of attention, every day is some kind of challenge. So today, this interview was a challenge for me, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. So you said today was a challenge for you. Please take us through how then, first of all, it sounds like you're well aware of your anxiety and you're well aware of your mental and emotional state, which is incredible, first of all. Secondly, when you are faced with that, when you go, okay, today's going to be hard because of A, B, C, D, and E, what are the mechanisms that you put in place to get you through, to get yourself on this couch?
Well, today, the first thing that I did when I woke up was I went to Pilates.
Okay, so you moved?
I moved, yeah, that's the first thing that I do. It's just the first 2 hours that I have for myself where I know that no one's going to message me, no one's going to bother me. So that's it, like, I get up at 5 a.m. and then I'm at Pilates at 6. And then I'll get, depending on the time, depending on whether the guys at New are open, then I'll get a ginger shot. And then I'll come home and then I'll take my dog for a walk. And then today I asked my partner, that's sitting over there, Xavier, if he can drive with me just to, you know, because the worst thing is driving alone when you're with all of these emotions, you know. And then we went to go get something to eat and yeah, then I had a meeting as well in between there somewhere. Yeah.
So that's wonderful. I'm hearing that you obviously are at a place when you are feeling something, you reach out, and that's so important because when we do feel low or depressed or anxiety-ridden, we don't always have that courage to reach out and someone to go, please drive, or please come with me, or please hold my hand right now, and you do that. Take us through the times where you didn't have that foresight and that insight to do that. What was life like for you then?
I think before I had the courage to kind of reach out and tell my immediate close people like what I'm feeling internally, because I think up until recently, I mean, I still struggle with it, but when I'm going through something, I don't reach out and I don't talk to people. I'll kind of just, you know, keep to myself until I feel like I can be myself again.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's always a part of me that feels like not everybody can know the real me. Only I know the real me. And then what I choose to share is what I choose to share.
Yes.
But I always protect that piece of me that no one has access to, if that makes sense.
That does make sense. But what I find interesting on the other side of the camera, for example, if I look at your content, what comes across so beautifully is that you have this, you are so authentic and you are so vulnerable and you are so courageous. So your audience does feel like you share so much of yourself, because even if you do retract, when you come back, you share that too, and you speak about that journey, which is powerful. We don't have enough of that in the world.
Yeah, no, there were too many instances in the past where I'd kind of just run myself dry, you know, like, oh, I need to post a funny video today. I need to post a video with my mom, or I need to post a video with my grandfather. I'm thinking like, yo, who am I actually living for?
Yeah.
I'm not living for myself. You know, and then for me, when I started in the industry, there wasn't like a template of what should be done and what shouldn't be done. Me being online was me showing and sharing my life with everybody. But I didn't know the difference between Nadia online and Nadia in person, because those are very two different people.
Yeah, they were blending into each other.
Yeah, but now I'm finally at that space where I can merge the two.
Yes. But
for the longest time, I thought I had to choose.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. And also what I love about what I'm hearing is that you've put boundaries in place.
I do have very, very, very strong boundaries in place, to a point where I actually just discussed this yesterday on my story. I said, like, I found myself becoming cold to the world. And just as a, you know, to protect myself, but I never wanted to find myself getting cold and hard, and I always wanted to remain soft, because that's how I feel people also know me to be.
Yeah.
But I got to a point where they would meet me in person And I kind of just always have my guard up because I've had mad encounters with people.
I want to segue into you now. You have another company. What does corporate wellness mean for you now that you are running your own company?
Let me tell you, this is a whole new space for me because I'm a creative. So my partners, Reese and Shay, I actually went to high school with them.
Okay.
And we blend together so beautifully that where I lack, they pick up, and when they lack, I pick up. So because I'm a creative mind, you're not going to see me sitting here at the computer every day. But if you need an idea, if you need a creative execution, then I'm there. You know, and when it comes to the corporate wellness, I always try and instill a very positive, and, you know, I like to leave a place better than what I found it.
Yes.
And it's a very kind of non-formal environment, and I like it to reflect my own, you know, how I am in my own life. Like, I don't like to take things too seriously. I feel like there was a big gap in the market for a company like us. I feel like, you know, people see us and it's not that serious, guys. Like, you know, we can still get the job done. We don't have to be, you know, sitting.
No one gets out alive anyway, so stop being so serious. Have fun. I love that. Thank you so much, Nadia. You know, I completely understand why people love you so much, because you are just so beautifully open and vulnerable. And when you do that, you give more people permission to do that. So from all of us here, thank you for your openness and your vulnerability.
No, it's no problem. Thank you for allowing me the space.
Thank you. For those of you on social media, we'd like to know, on a scale from 1 to 10, where exactly do your anxiety levels sit? Leave your comments and remember to use the hashtag #AfternoonExpress. After the break, we talk to Dr. Darren Green about anxiety from a medical perspective.